Greetings. I would like to invite you to join us over the coming days as we celebrate together this sacred week in the Church's year. A week that moves from the adulation of the worshipping crowd yesterday, Palm Sunday, to betrayal on Wednesday, the Last Supper with his disciples on Holy Thursday, leading to the Garden of Gethsemane, his trial and crucifixion on Good Friday, the eerie silence of Holy Saturday, until the joy-filled vigil that begins on Easter Day, the day of resurrection. How we wish you could be physically present with us as we honor these sacred days. We would love to help you make these days special wherever you follow us on our live stream. While you cannot visit the church, perhaps you could create your own sacred space in your home, in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bedroom, or even in the office, if that's what works for you. What do I mean by a sacred space? Well, firstly, I'm not asking you to build a church in the back garden before Holy Thursday. But it might be possible for you to find some little spot for a sacred space at home. Is there a corner where you could place a little table, or clear some surface beside the TV, or a spot on your dining room table where you could create a visual reminder of the passing days of this week? If you have young people home from school, maybe they could help you to create this sacred space. We have just celebrated Palm Sunday. Do you have a palm frond from last year that you could place in this sacred space? Maybe you have a palm tree in your garden or on your street. Be creative. Place it in this sacred space as a visual reminder of the passing days of the week. Today, Archbishop Jose will consecrate the oils and bless them, the oils that will be used for the sacraments during the coming year. Oil for baptism, for confirmation and ordination, and for the anointing of the sick. Have you some olive oil in the kitchen that you could place in this sacred space on Monday at the time of the Chrism Mass? On Wednesday, we have Judas Iscariot take 30 pieces of silver in exchange for handing over Jesus to the Roman guards. As you remove the olive oil from that sacred space, could you fill that gap with something that reminds you of a betrayal in your life? Something that might remind you of a broken promise, a birthday card not sent, a borrowed book not returned, or maybe some simple coins from your purse to remind you of those pieces of silver. On Thursday, we celebrate the Mass of the Lord's Supper, or the institution of the Eucharist. This was the very first Mass. The Gospel that night is of Jesus washing his disciples' feet. How would a bowl of water and a towel, or bread and wine, look in that sacred space? On Good Friday then, we commemorate the Passion of the Lord. Central to this celebration is the reading of the Passion from John's Gospel and the veneration of the cross. Have you a cross or crucifix that you could put in that sacred place? Could you focus on that cross or even hold it as you hear the Passion read on Good Friday? On Holy Saturday, we prepare for the Easter Vigil. This vigil leading to Easter Day celebrates love over hate, life over death, love and light over darkness. We thank God for the empty tomb and the gift of resurrection, which brings light to the darkest moments of our lives. Our liturgy that night will begin with the lighting of the Paschal candle. How could a simple lit candle look in your sacred space? The purpose of this suggestion is not to put you to expense or to cause stress on you to find raw materials. But in these days when we can't be with each other in church, this space might create a focus for you to join us for our live stream liturgies. Sacred space or not, we look forward to your joining us in the coming days as we ask God's blessing on you and on those you love.